Hello YouTube, welcome back to my games of Pixel Piracy. My name is SSJGazhan 99 and this is part number 20. So I'm just going over my crew here. Again, the audio is different to the video. Another problem with my microphone, it kept falling off and I'm still waiting for my headset to come through. Should be coming through on Wednesday. Again, just looking through my general items and setup and stuff like that. So just checking out what we've got, what we can work with. Stats of my crew and things. I'm just looking generally what we've got here. Spear, my captain's got map reading, fishing, cooking, combat focus. So put the fishing rod on so he can start fishing, get that leveled up. Making sure everybody's got their right items on and things like that. So, yep. So as you can see, there has been an update of salts. I believe it's been like visual in terms of like I don't know, maybe it's just me, I haven't noticed it, but the sea looks a lot brighter, the colours look a lot more clear, a lot brighter, and it's very unusual. Normally these would all be in shadow and things like that, and I don't actually know why this is skipping. This has been fully recorded normally, as you can see it is skipping little bits and just jumping a bit. I'm not too sure whether that is the Fraps recording at such a high frame rate or something, I don't know, but I'm hoping it's not going to be anything too bad, that it's unviewable or unwatchable. Yeah, it's things like that. It is actually skipping bits, as you can see. I don't actually know why it's doing that. I believe I was just generally looking for different things that I wanted to do at this point in time, and I'm just looking around really to see what we've got. To be honest, I don't know whether I could well, I definitely can't re-record using the new captain. So it's one of these. I'll have to show you this as you see it. Look, yeah, it's definitely jumping. It's jumping frames, definitely. Maybe it's just when the space bar's pressed or something. But it's definitely skipping frames. I can see it. It's jumping from like 60 and it will go to 80 or something like that. It will just jump. There you go, look, 74 to 88 and then up to 90. So hopefully it's not too bad, but again, I've only just watched this. I'm actually recording the new audio after actually playing the game. So I've only just finished recording it just now. So I try to skip as much of the ship building and crap like that as much as possible. I think I actually know what this is. There was portions in the game. This probably is what it is. Was where the frame rate would drop down and come back up to 60 frame rates a second. So it might just be where the actual frames were jumping and they were sprawling up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down constantly. So this one here could go on for quite a while, to be honest, because I actually cleared out this entire island to continue on. I could probably skip this, because you probably don't need to read this. I was basically describing this specific bit right here. I was describing about the differences between the items that I'm using. Like the brutalizer is a great sword, but the spear does more damage overall because it has a 10% chance to do 2 extra damage, where the brutalizers have nothing. They have no extra damage whatsoever. They're just flat 4 damage and that's it. So here I'm basically just trying to kill these guys and get them out of the way as quickly as possible, and my captain is just sitting there killing the oysters at the back there, which is probably the best thing to do. I was hoping to kill those crabs with my captain instead of with my crew, but what can you do? So I'm actually going to speed this up a tad because this is not necessary to watch. It's just me clearing the island up of rubbish and crap. So let me just quickly skip through this a little bit. I'm hoping by Wednesday I will have my new headset and I'll be able to do this fully without having to re-record the audio. So yeah, how am I doing? I'm actually doing okay, to be honest. Things aren't going quite how you want them to. Or probably it's best of taking that off so you guys can actually see what's going on underneath and the captain's health and stuff. Yeah, things aren't quite going exactly as they are normally planned, but that's kind of how it works, really. To be honest, it doesn't always go according to plan, and you do your best in life, but yeah, yep. So this is actually going pretty well. This is so far. So far, so good. Gold's looking really good as well. 499 gold. Level 12 captain's pretty decent. In terms of updates, other than the I believe the visual outlook anyway, other than that specifically, I don't actually see any other updates available. So what may have happened is afternoon time now in the UK. So what's probably happened is Vitali or Alexander have put up a new update to the game, no, without actually posting it on the Steam forums yet, if that makes sense. So it's up. You've downloaded the update, but they haven't released the update information yet, if that makes sense. So obviously we can't read it and see it, but it looks like they've made the game brighter. That's how it feels. Like the colours are a lot more vibrant. The game looks brighter, but then again, it could just be me being an idiot and not seeing it as it is. So let's see. Where to next? I believe we are going to an island, probably to pick up another crewman, I think. But then again, I wasn't actually watching what I did there for a second, so... Nope, we're in a hostile encounter, so that's obviously wrong on my part. What have we got? We've got 4v3, so we should have that upper hand here. Overall, the way I work this out in terms of what I can get away with, I know I've got that potion, I know I've got the crab meat, so generally I've got about 30 HP of healing right there. I've got good weapons. I've got one upgraded spear to level 4. I've got level 3. I've got a full falcon blade maximum level, which is 7 or 8 damage. So that's 7 or 8 damage per hit, with a like 15% chance to refresh your attack speed. So I can do a lot of damage very, very quickly with my captain. So as always, spacebar to HP, and a lot. I think a lot of this skipping may even be me going spacebar for HP, spacebar to come out, that sort of thing. Whether that's true or not, I don't actually know. But as you can see there, I didn't do any space. I definitely wouldn't have done any spacebar work there, and it skipped frames. So I just think it's where the Fraps has basically just skipped frames and things like that. So that's kind of annoying, but not much you can do about it really. So I traded in my boat with 1 stack of food for a ship with a shed ton of food. I think there's 2 meats and a rack of fish, and so level 5 spear still. Yeah, I think I've got 2 meats, a stack of fish, and some fruit, I think, is on this boat. Yeah. So my decision here, I was thinking about going over to the neutral encounter, but it's kind of pointless going to that neutral encounter with a full ship, because I kind of want to steal the ship. So head north to the island above us and see how we go. Yeah, I don't know why it's skipping those frames. That is a right pain in the neck. So I believe what I decided to do is I decided to pause the videos when I went to do the ship upgrade, or the dismantle of ship and rebuilding of ship. So what you'll do, you'll have a bit of a jump here where the ship's there and then it's gone, because obviously I've done that all off screen. So new books. We've got the Boar Strike, the Gun Frenzy. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Probably not. But you've got Boar Strike, Gun Frenzy, 20 strikes, dash attack, Quadra Strike. You've got the treasure coins. You've got ship plundering. That's new. That ship plundering, that wasn't around before. Sniper shot wasn't around before. Combat evasion sounds very good as well. I think I grab Doctor's Aura, and what was the other one I grabbed? I'm not sure. I grabbed that and something else, but I can't remember what it was. So basically, the Quadra Strike, Dash Attack, 20 Strikes, Gun Frenzy, and Bore Strike. I believe that is all. That's all for the special moves that you do at 1% HP or 1 HP. Sorry. When they released the last update, it actually had on there all the all the pirates can have a special ability, but one per pirate. And I believe those 1940 gold abilities are all the special abilities that I can buy in this specific shop, of course. But they are the special abilities that you can add to your captains. Now, they're probably going to cost an absolute shed ton of money and shed ton of TP that I just don't have. So, yeah, I get cleaning, so I absolutely need cleaning. I don't get Doctor's Aura yet, but I do get it. Fast learning, you know what, I should really have got fast learning, to be honest. It'd have been so much better for me to grab that. It's just such a good skill. Just checking the time. So this one's a 15-minute episode. Wow. So I played for a long time on this one, to be honest. While I was recording, I was playing away, and I'm sitting there thinking, this is actually going really well. I literally was just sitting there, just like, wow, this is going really, really well. I'm kind of surprised by this. You know, I was expecting it to be a bit of a ruffle stomp and getting absolutely destroyed. Just seeing what I can sell here. I believe I did buy a book there, so because now I think I'm selling stuff to buy pirates. So I could quite easily have just bought a shed ton of pirates, 3 or 4 pirates, and had done with it and been off on my toes, and gone back and got the books later. But I'm pretty sure I booked Doctor's Aura there. Because that's 840 gold, and I had 700 odd gold available. I had 100 and something odd gold left available. So we've got Famous Pirate, Gold Heaver, Murderer, Bluffer, Assassin, Schoolmaster, Gymnast, Pulper, Beekeeper, and Astronaut. Now, I grabbed the Assassin. You know, do I grab the Assassin or do I grab 2 smaller ones? I think I grab a... I can't quite remember what I grabbed here. I think I went with the big boy. Or I could have gone with the Bluffer and Pauper, actually. To try and just add a few more people to my crew. The Assassin would be great, and I know he'd have high dexterity. But I think I just grabbed 2, just basically to fill out the crew. So Van Emus, he's lazy, always slacking off when nobody's looking. He's well built. Hard labour is no stranger to this pirate. He was a bluffer, a landlord by trade. He once upset his tenant a bit too much. Statistically, he is average at best. Just give him a brutalizer and probably a tribal shield. His range damage is alright, it's not too bad. We've got Van Imes. He's lazy, always slacking off when nobody's looking. Actually, no. I just read this one, didn't I? Yeah, I just read this one. So I must have been just like kitting him out. Van Imes. Kind of jumped the gun there. Quincy Vice. He is happy nothing gets this pirate down. Sunshine and splendid days for him on the high seas. He is of sickly build. A strong wind could push this man over. He was a pauper. He would play in the town square only to have tomatoes thrown at him. Strength is amazing. Look, 28 strength just straight up. I'm not too sure what gives him that 28 strength. Maybe it's because he's level 11 and the computer just randomly generate that stat. 11 TP to play with at the very start. So I'll give him a rapier, because it is the best weapon I've got currently, and I'll probably give him another tribal shield. That's probably it, really. And I'm pretty much done there. I've got no money to buy anything. The game is skipping it over for me. Or Fraps is skipping all this crap over. So I'm just killing the turtle, as you do. I've just noticed that I've got the fishing rod on. So switch that out to the Falcon Blade. Probably 2-shot him now. Boom, done. There you go. Right, this is the tortoise shell. I believe it's an item that you can sell. I think I sold it. I think it's like 115 gold to sell or something like that. Yeah, valuable item. Good thing I've got a bookshop. because that's where you sell all your valuable items nowadays. So I'm still technically there in somewhere else. So 105 gold, that's not too bad. If I had a merchant, it probably would be 115 credits to buy. So I've got someone cleaning the boat as well, which is nice. Get some meat on the ship. I believe I've already got one fully cooked meat, one fully cooked fish. So I think they start eating this almost immediately. And I don't really realise that until afterwards. But morale's good, as always. Good to see. Video's still jumping. On to the next island. So, where do I go? I think I just go straight for that level in 2 encounter and then work my way there. I was kind of deciding what to do, and I kind of second guessed myself and things like that. I was like, I want to go sort of this way. I want to do like an island ship, so that I can, capture a ship, break it down on an island, go back to the ship, break it down, go back on the island, and so on and so on, and just keep going to and fro all the time. That was my plan, anyway. It didn't kind of work out that way, but you'll see pretty soon. So level 13. It's not too bad. It's all right. Still skipping frames. That's really annoying. I don't understand why it's doing that, to be honest. Why it skipped those frames. Because when I was recording with OBS last time, it was fine. Then all of a sudden it started playing up and wouldn't work. I moved to Fraps. Fraps is working fine. It's recording well. And now all of a sudden it's not. So yeah, it's a shame. Again, just re-equipping my captain for the ship encounter ahead. Give him the probably immunity to bleed is probably the better option right there. Give him immunity to bleed. And capture the ship, guys. Let's go. So that's probably the most elaborate ship I've built in this campaign. See, it can't be that, because if you see there, I'm pressing spacebar to check the HPs of everybody, and it skips frames in between, so... Isn't that Van Imes? Bill Kerman, me old matey. How's it going? So, collect everything. Everybody moves over there. Collect 50 gold, 10 gold, another 50 gold, and a bottle of rum. So 110 gold from that. That's not too bad. It's better than a sharp stick in the eye. And where are we going from here? Right. Put his TP up to 15. Down to Milford, probably. My plan was basically, as I said, was to do ship, island, and so on and so on, so that I could break the ships down. The boat that I'm on at the moment is probably not a great one. If it had food on it, then I'd probably stay. But I really should have kept my other boat and just kept my food on that boat, to be honest. So that's my own downfall. So put down the fish. Use these. Oh wow, I'm tired. I guess that's what you get for staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning watching the Super Bowl last night, or this morning, I should say, because it's still like the 2nd or something of February or whatever. What is it? What is the date today? 3rd of February. There we go. So I'm even down behind the times. So we're probably going to steal this boat. We're going to be basically trading in 3 food for, a stack of fish. I think this is a fishing boat. I know. A stack of meat, stack of fish, and some more fruits. which is always good. Nice clearance. We are going to capture this boat, but then again, you know, this is where I think I should have kept my other boat, because I'm going to lose all the blocks from that boat now, where I could have, you know, used them for trading or use them to build up another ship at a later period or later time. But now I can't use it at all because it's all gone. So continue fishing, continue trading. I'm not sailing at the moment. I don't know why I'm not sailing. Why aren't you sailing, Captain? Get on the sails, son. Surrounded by islands. So move on to the island so I can break the ship down. This is what I mean by, you know, I should really have kept my other boat, 'cause that way I would have done this encounter, kept the ship, gone to the next island, you know, broke the ship down, and so on and so on. So yeah, it's a pain, but what can you do? You know what I mean? You make mistakes sometimes, and you most of the time you learn from your mistakes. I say most of the time because I think I've done this sort of thing before, where I've just completely forgot and just gone and killed another ship because I could. So, would you like to save your game? Yes, we would. We have got a couple of tribesmen and a load of hobos, some crates, and a deadly turtle, tortoise, whatever you want to call it, and a captain with a fishing rod and his misfits. So we'll switch that out for the deadly falcon blade and go in with some bleed effect, maybe. Probably not, now that I'm thinking about it. So again, the video will end after I've cleared this island and rebuilt or broke down and restarted the ship again. So everybody's doing fine, everybody's doing great. What have we got here? Yeah, 2 minutes until I clear the island. So that's actually quite a long time to clear the island. Maybe there are oysters. Ah, there's oysters on it. That's probably why. They're normally like 100 HP at this point, so they take forever to kill. We've also got a turtle there as well. Getting everybody to start killing off these hobos as quickly as possible. I really dislike having to direct my crew to do these things, but you know, sometimes it just has to be done. The other thing that needs to be noted as well is the tortoise claws still don't work properly, so you've got to be careful of that as well. So immunity to bleed back on. I think I moved my crew away from these guys and then just target them with the targeted attacks. I think that's what I do here. Yes, I do. Yeah, there you go. Look, I actually get them to target them specifically and take them out while I'm taking out these oysters and crates. So get everybody to attack the turtle, tortoise, whatever it's meant to be. I think it's a turtle. The turtle's having a fight off with the guy with the brutalizer. We know he's going to win that fight. Turtle's hit him for 4, brutalizer's hit him for 5. Boom, done. We've got one hobo left. And a silver chest as well to grab. So kill the hobo, guys. Come on, everybody over to the hobo. Get there so be dead. So 120 gold with a black cape, whiskey, chef's knife, another shed ton of gold. There's probably about 400's worth of gold there, which is pretty decent. So there we go. We've skipped video to the next ship. So here we are. This, I think, is the final part. I think. I'm just, again, I don't actually know what past me is actually doing here. To be honest, I'm just kind of flicking between the screen there. So I think I'm going to steal this ship, actually. I could be heading towards that town. I know I do go back to town at some point. This is where I kind of screwed up, really. You know, if I'd have kept some of the pirate encounters there, I think I would have been okay, because I would have just gone, you know, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and carried on going down and breaking down the ships. You know, keeping my guys in good shape. Fish. What are we looking at? I think I'm still waiting for TP values. You know, Black Cape, very good that dodge. Red Cape immunity to bleed. You know, I'm still waiting for the Doctor's aura to come up. So 0 TP, 7 TP, 8 TP, 9 TP. So pretty much I can only really get that to my captain. Now I read that and like this whiskey plus level up. I'm sitting there looking at that thinking, you know, 3,760 EXP of probably about 4,000 maybe. I'm sitting there thinking, you know what? What's the point? You know, that level up was going to be pretty quick. So if you look down the bottom there, you know, you can see that my XP bar is shooting up. I've still got 40% to go. I haven't hit the level yet, and now I am about to hit the level. Bang! You know what I mean? So I've leveled up. I still haven't drank the whiskey yet. I don't know why. Probably haven't noticed. But 2 guys on the boat. My captain's ready to rock and roll. Did I notice that he's got 14 TP? Yes, I did. There we go. You know, pop the level up, pop the Doctor's aura, and put the Black Cape back on, and we are ready to fight. So, do I add the strength? I think I do actually eventually add the strength, but I don't know if I do it now or not. I might do. Yeah, there you go. Look. I know I eventually added it on there, but I wasn't too sure if I did it at the same time as when I put the book on. So basically, what the Doctor's aura does is while you're sailing, you generate like, you know, the crew generates a certain amount of HP. So I'm just checking whether it's worth jacking that food in for this boat. I think I don't. I think I keep the boat that I've got and just blow this ship up, because again I'm trading 2 food for 1, and do I really need the blocks at this moment in time? Yes, I do, but hell, I'll get some of them from buying the ship up anyway. 110 gold and a shitload of blocks. So there we go. Now I've got 1,172 credits to go, and this is where I decided. I believe I decided to go the opposite direction to where I originally planned to go, which was to the east, or to the west. Let's have a look where I'm sitting now. North is up. East is where the level 2 danger is. West is where the towns are. So I decided to go west and then south, I believe. And then I think very soon we'll get to the end of this video, actually. Probably coming up to that pretty fast. No, we're not. Fishing rod. Chef's knife. So yeah, at this moment in time, what I would say to people to do, realistically anyway, is self-sufficiency. You know, this game is very dependent on your crew, as you know for a fact that you're going to be in trouble if you can't sustain yourself. So, getting fishing, cooking, cleaning. Keep your crew to a good standard. You know, making sure that you've got good items, you know, making sure you've got good abilities on board. Like, I think some of the things I probably could have skipped with my captain at this point, when the stat screen comes back up again in a moment, I probably could have bypassed a few books that I'd actually learned just to see what they did. Like combat focus. You know what? I think combat focus I got from killing one of the neutral mobs, like these things. I think I got that from killing one of these guys. So whether I actually Whether I actually would have bought that book, I probably wouldn't have done. There's nothing here that I really want to buy either. I just sell some bits, to be honest. So, yeah. Keep the brutalizer, the rock, and the fishing rod because they're my go-to items. My captain's bleeding out, which is fantastic, as you can imagine. So in here again, I don't understand why I bought the cannonballs because I didn't have the skill to use cannons. So now I've noticed I'm bleeding out, so I put the immunity to bleed on. But what I didn't realise at the time was that when you bleed, if you've got the immunity to bleed on already, then obviously you're immune to bleeding. But if you're already bleeding, that's not going to fix anything. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, note for future reference, if you're already bleeding, the immunity to bleed will not take effect. You will still bleed out. One thing I should have done while I was here was buy that bandage to remove the healing or the debuff, the bleed out debuff. But I didn't even notice it. I forgot that I even had it on this thing. I didn't even see it when I pulled these stats up. So yeah. They actually have a new book here that I've just noticed. Gun Frenzy. Next 4 ranged attacks have no cooldowns, which is quite cool. What was the other one that we had on the other side? I can't remember. But he actually had more stuff there in his shop than he did on the other one. So here I was looking at possibly buying a cannon. Yeah. I think I was a bit... Yeah. I was expecting more out of my captain than I actually got. So I actually do notice that he's still bleeding out. Now one thing I did notice as well is that while you're bleeding out, your healing doesn't proc. So the doctor's aura won't proc while you're bleeding out. So what I was hoping it would do is that it would regenerate my HP while I was sailing, so I didn't have to do anything like pop a potion or anything like that. But eventually, I think I got down to like 4 HP, and I was just like, "Nah, this is unsafe to be here." So I'm just gonna pop the potion and have done with it. So I do eventually use one of my potions to keep my captain alive. Of course, I want to save my game. Why would I not want to save my game? That sounds crazy. Crazy, crazy man. So, I was just checking on Doctor's Hura. So it's 25% skill per level of healing your people. So I'm assuming at maximum level, it's going to be proccing quite a lot while you're sailing. So it's regenerating your HP and that, which is pretty much what it's designed for, really. So this is a fantastic trade. Look at that. You've got 5 stacks of fish on this boat. Now here I was like, see the 29 HP guy on the very edge of the boat? I'm sitting there thinking, what in God's name are you doing? What are you doing, fella? What? You stay there, you're a dead man. It's like 1 HP. You've got to hit him. You must hit him now or you're dead. That's pretty much what I was saying to myself. And boom, 10 damage, and he's gone, all over the floor. Half of his body's in the sea, sinking down to be fish food. So grabbed a shed ton. Look how much gold that is. This has got to be about what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's probably about 280 gold there, right there. Just boom, just lovely, and loads of fish and good stuff. So all of it's good. Heal myself. That's doing nothing. What's that book? What book is that? I don't know what book that was. What book did I pick up? I don't know. I really don't know. I think this is where I'm sitting there thinking, get a bandage. I'm pretty sure of it. I was like, just get a bandage. Where do I get the bandage from? It's like, let's check on this island here. I think it's in the bookshop, but I'm not sure. At least I'm talking to myself while I'm recording, as you always do. You are talking to yourself, but you kind of talk to the guys on YouTube that do watch you. It's not very many, but you know what? It's better to have some than none. I've said it before in some of my videos. If you build it, they will come. There's some people that do want to watch it and do want to play it and do want to check it out. Obviously, this isn't no Kerbal Space Program. It isn't like DayZ or anything like that. But it still has its own following and things like that. So it's always worth checking out. Do you know what I mean? So. 36 minutes in, that's not too bad. Now I'm going to skip this bit because you don't really want to see me just going in there having to buy. There we go. There's me buying the bandage, and then there'll be me applying the bandage in a second. So crew, captain, boop, bandage, spacebar, chef's knife, and then boop, away we go. So. All's good. Everybody's getting back on the boat, and this part, I believe, I paused it here because obviously I'm going to strip this boat down, and we restart again. Boop, right here. So. Going to the new island. You know what? I'd really like to check something. Sorry about that. Where is this? Oh, it hasn't put on my screen. That's not fair. That's not fair. How can you do this to me? I'm trying to see how much longer we've got on the video in terms of the videos that are left. So I'm pretty sure this is in like 4 or 5 different parts. So this is basically just a bog standard island with just a bookshop and obviously a pub. So looking here what to buy. Nothing really to sell. There's nothing really new to buy there. They're all pretty much the same as what we've seen before. Crewmen, we've got 630 gold, so you could probably buy a few crewmen. A fantastic Mal model, wig maker, slater, fisherman, wrestler, coal heaver, slater, singer, and was a mad god. So, grab the fisherman, I think. I believe we do grab the fisherman. Milford, Alison, or Allison, whatever his name is. We actually have a turtle at the back there as well, so. He is lazy, always slacking off when nobody's looking. He was of sickly build. A strong wind could push this man over. He was a fisherman. After losing his 3rd boat, he decided simply become a pirate and pillage fishermen. So, but you would automatically assume that a fisherman, as a stat, would have the fishing skills, but he doesn't. So that kind of sucks, but not really much you can do about it. But generally, statistically, he's actually quite decent. 11 TP to start. Obviously, level 11. I gave him the dexterity increase because he was almost there to a level 2 range damage anyway. So what the hell? Why not? I believe I give him morale. There you go. And stat wise, I can go intellect +2 here, and I think I sit on that really. I don't really see any reason why it needed to be increased or decreased. So get everybody over to go and kill the turtle in the back there. Get the captain set up, ready to rock and roll. Falcon blade, and start killing some chickens. So they're going to go over and kill that turtle. Absolutely demolished him into the bottom of Davy Jones. Go and pick this crap up. Let them get their morale and hunger sorted back out again. My captain's already off his rocker. Full morale. Probably took him about four bottles of beer. He's a lightweight, my captain. Absolute lightweight. He's been doing more sailing and fishing and killing of people than anything else. He really doesn't give a crap. There he goes. Look, there we go. Oh yeah, he's gonna have to go give him a dig. Go on. Give him a whack. 10 damage. Just bang. Have that in your mushki. So everybody back on the boat, and we are ready to sail. So come on, peoples. Captain's already started healing people before they even got on the boat. So, food. But I do like how it took me, like, I don't know, 50, well no, probably about 30 odd minutes before I actually got someone to clean my boat. I would definitely recommend getting them early, you know. Get your fishing, get your cooking, get your fast learning, get your cleaning as early as possible. If you can, you know, as long as gold permits, get fast learning on everybody, because that would just be so good. You know, what I've done on mine is I've been spending my points on my crew here, there and everywhere when I've had the chance, but I would definitely recommend maybe spending a couple of points to increase the next stat to the next stage. So instead of doing what I've done and spend, say, 25 points on intellect to get like intellect level 2, level 3 or whatever, maybe spend 5 points on it, let his levels, as he levels up, increase the stats, and then spend the small little excess bits on it, but keep them for things like fishing, cooking, cleaning, fast learning. I'd probably get 2 people fishing, 2 people cooking, 1 person cleaning, and what you can also do, which is what I've done with my captain. If my captain stands there and he's fishing, if he has the cooking skills, he will fish and cook at the same time. So if you've got 2 people doing it, you can have 2 lots of food being cooked at the same time as 2 people are fishing. So that's kind of what I was trying to go for here, but it didn't kind of work out. The reason I'm here right now is because I'm actually in an infinite sailing loop, and that's the end of it, which switched on to the next video. So I did want to point out that still exists. The infinite sailing loop does still exist, and I believe that is what he mentioned in the post before. At this point, I was pretty much saying my past self was saying that, you know, I was going to do another encounter, go inland, go to an encounter after that as well. But now all I'm going to do is encounter and go to land, and then I'm going to end the video because it was already at like 40 odd minutes long. This video is 43 minutes long, and I believe there's still another couple of minutes left on the video. But yeah, if you actually want to start this up, the best thing to do, especially on the hardcore mode, is be as self-sufficient as possible. You know, get your cooking, get your cleaning, get your fast learning up, get them sorted out as soon as possible. Because once they're sorted out, you're self-sufficient. You don't need to buy any more food, so you can actually then buy for more crew. You can buy for potions. You know, upgrades to range weapons, books, all that sort of stuff, and they become very, very viable very quickly after that. So here I was debating whether to keep keep my old boat, or take this one. I'm sitting there looking at it. I think that's 2 food. I'm giving up for 4 food. You know, I'm going to take this boat. That's all there is to it. This boat is now mine. I'm going to take this one. So I picked up, what's that? Probably better part of 200 gold there and a flail. I decided, you know what, that's that. I'm going to keep this boat. This boat is mine. So take the boat, and my captain starts to drown. Now I don't actually know why it does this. Now on the video, like when I was actually doing it, I was like, what? You know, that's crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, why is he sinking? There's no. I've got no buoy. I can't keep him alive. I can't pop him back onto the boat. You know, that's where the people are dying. This is my boat, but my captain is now dead because there's nothing I can do about it. So, doing really well, 52 minutes in, and the game basically shafted me. So, no first mate, so that one's down the drain. And that's pretty much the end of this video. So I'm sorry about all the blabbering and you know, chatting and all that crazy crap, but you know what? I don't mind. You know, at the end of the day, it's a game that I enjoy. It's a game that I quite like. Unfortunately, it screwed me. It is still in alpha, but again, as I said before, there's only so many times you can say it's still in alpha and not sit there and think, why is it doing this? You know what I mean? This is kind of core. This is core, you know. So yeah, it kind of sucked that I've lost my captain already, but he's had a 50 odd minute gameplay, so that's pretty decent, really. You know, I got him to level 15 and I only started clearing out level 2s and level 2 islands and things like that, so I'm still working on it. And yeah, so that's basically it. I should have another video of a new crewman up tomorrow, and as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.